You know Superman. Dramatic, heroic, action-packed. But what if I did this to him? In this video, I'll show you how I transformed a blockbuster trailer into an absurdist comedy using only stills, AI, and a twisted sense of humor. Sorry. I brought my absurd hair to the video. Why? Because we're making an absurdist comedy. I brought it for the occasion. Before we get started, I do want to say this is just a creative experiment for fun using the Superman trailer. We're not trying to profit off this. We're just learning, laughing, and making cool stuff with Artlist's tools. And this is also something that you could do with your own footage. You do have to be careful with AI, but the cool thing is it democratizes filmmaking, so all you're left with is your imagination to tell the story that you want to tell. But if you do try something like this using somebody else's IP like Superman, don't monetize it. Don't repost it as real. It's important to disclose what is real, what is AI. It's just a parody. And parody is usually protected by copyright law, but it's important to be careful, y'all. Legal implications are real. Just make sure to play it safe. If we haven't met, my name is Jordan Orm. I'm a professional film editor. I've had the pleasure of working with artists, creators, and brands like Justin Bieber, Nike, and Mr. Beast. And I love breaking down editing on YouTube. So let's get started. Now, I do want to say something very important. I have no idea what I'm doing with this. Well, I guess that's not 100% true. I kind of know what I'm doing. But with the nature of creating an absurdist comedy, especially with AI video generation, sometimes generating random stuff and seeing what happens is the best way to go. Which brings us to what is an absurdist comedy. Good references for absurdist comedies are Rick and Morty, Monty Python. There's a few criteria that go along with absurdist comedies. We have these things in culture called meta-narratives, which are normal stories about heroes going to achieve an amazing goal and learning something about themselves, something about society and culture, which instills morals into the world. But for Superman, he is a picture of power, identity, sacrifice, and hope. What Superman teaches us is that power must serve, not rule. We must be servant leaders. He also wrestles with belonging and identity, being an alien, but also fitting into society as Clark Kent. So that's the meta-narrative. That's the moral that Superman teaches us. Now, what absurdist comedy does is it takes meta-narrative and flips it on its head and does the exact opposite of that.
Sound good? Thank you, Morty. Sounds good. Or maybe I'll just kill you. What?
So you subvert normal expectations, normal tropes, and generally it's pretty hilarious. So what if Superman was not a servant and he just started murdering everyone for no reason? Or if he just used his power to do whatever the heck he wants. So in order to do the unexpected or do the opposite of what Superman would normally do, we're just gonna have some fun generating some craziness and then let the trailer form from there. Let's get to the first step of actually making that happen. And the Artlist AI tool that we're gonna use for this is image to image. So let's get into it. Step one, breaking down the trailer and gathering assets.
Superman.
Miss Lane.
So right now I'm grabbing some stills from the Superman trailer, just screenshots, and I'm looking for clips that we could potentially transform into something absurd. This dude, he's throwing a can at Superman. What if he was throwing a chicken at Superman? Just little tiny things that we can change is what we want. And I'm looking for stills that have some clarity. And when we generate them into video, the still that we have is gonna be the first frame. So I want to usually start somewhere at the beginning, but still have it be clear enough where we can see what's going on. So I can't start at the beginning of the shot because he's too blurry, but I could start right here. If the idea was I'm gonna have him throw something ridiculous instead of a can. I potentially might want a shot of him just walking, so I'm also gonna grab that still. The thing is, we're just gonna grab so many stills just to mess with. I'm looking specifically for moments mid-action as well, so we can continue that action and the AI gets an idea of what is actually happening in the frame. This frame is ripe with so many opportunities for an absurdist comedy. We could do so much with this frame. Now the next step is to isolate the voice from the trailer so we can make characters say something that could mean something else and, you know, twist it and mess with it a little bit just for fun. Now with a simple Google search, we can find a free tool online that'll just separate the music from the voice. And then we can have those two separate tracks and play with that in the edit.
Yeah.
So now we can see that we have just the music, or we can also just have the vocals. Super helpful for editing. So now I have the music and the vocals and the music and vocals together all as separate files. Perfect. Now it's time for step 2, transforming the stills into absurd artwork. And for this, we're going to head to Artlist, go to AI image and video, and then image to image. At this point, I'm still not sure about the story of the comedy trailer, so we're going to just transform some stills, try some weird ideas, and let these stills guide our inspiration for the story. So this is Superman as if he stole a bunch of people's sandwiches and ate them. So I'm thinking we're gonna generate a bunch of images into Superman as an anti-hero. So he's selfish and mean and just ruins everything. But we might wanna add a little bit more absurdity into it, just something a little crazy.
Ready?
Let's do it, Cronkite.
What if Superman's not talking to a reporter, but he's taking life advice from some cheese? That's awesome. That is great. So now all the frames are done. You can see there's some spoilers and absurdity in here. So now we're going to try to add some motion to these stills to see what happens. Step 3, animating the stills. So now in order to animate one of these images, let's find an image. Let's take this one. Superman flies towards the cat at a rapid pace. The camera follows right behind him. You always want to add camera movements into your prompts. We're going to do 1080p, 5 seconds, animate. Look at Superman. That's crazy. The comedy works a lot better when something starts normal and then within the shot, it changes to be something crazy. So we're gonna lean into that heavily. Picking one super small, weird, creative choice generally tends to work. You don't wanna add too much. You don't wanna over confuse it. Just pick one weird thing like adding a duck or something specific like that and it works the best. Now we're on to step 4, editing the trailer. Now this is the part where I'm a little scared and overwhelmed because the story is still not clear. So let's figure that out. So I downloaded all my clips, put it into the software. And now this is why we isolated the music from the voiceover, because we're gonna use that dialogue from the trailer to tell the story. So I'm taking the original trailer and then I'm lining up the music and vocals separated so I can use them for whatever I need.
Are you being serious right now?
That's perfect. I need that. Now right now I'm just listening for the vocal lines. See what we can do. That could be an interesting section to use. We have to somehow force in the sandwich story where he loves sandwiches and is bad at protecting the city. Okay, let's head back to Artlist, go to AI voiceover, and we need to find our voice.
In a small town.
Yeah, that's good. I'm gonna click English. I'm gonna slow it down a little bit. Best fit, no effect, generate. Let's see what happens here.
In a world where justice falls second to sandwiches.
All right, that's a little bit too slow, so I'm just gonna go back to normal speed. We'll try again.
In a world where justice falls second to sandwiches.
Oh, this is good. This is good. Okay, I'm gonna download both of them just for some variety of performance. And then we're gonna see if we can piece together a story just using the voiceover.
Are you being serious right now?
So let's start with this.
In a world where justice, in a world where justice.
I like this first performance of In a World a little better. There we go. Okay, in a world where justice falls second to sandwiches. Let me do a little bit of a pancake timeline here. This SO, by the way, means string out. So I like to have a string out sequence where I can see everything all together, like a select sequence. And then I like to have my actual sequence right here.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah.
And there we go. Now that line has some funny context.
Sandwiches.
Are you being serious right now?
I need to talk about the kittens though, because the kittens are a little bit random here. So let's say, oh, and he hates kittens. That'll be like our stinger at the end. Lots of times you have like a little funny bit at the very end of the trailer. That's what we'll do.
Oh, and he hates kittens.
Let's try one more that's a little bit faster.
Oh, and he hates kittens.
Let's download both of those. Should end up being about a minute trailer. So I think I have the story set up using AI voiceover and actual lines from the trailer. All right, so now we're gonna add in the music. I'm gonna start with the original music from the trailer, edit that together, and then we're gonna transition to like a fun poppy song where you realize, oh wait, this isn't serious, this is a comedy. So I'm gonna use the Artlist library plugin right inside of Premiere Pro. If you don't know how to get that, you can head to Artlist Tools, and then right here, download the Artlist library extension. Click install, and you're good to go. So we're going to look for some fun music, potentially maybe funny, might be a little on the nose, and then probably like pop.
Can you take me higher?
We finished the audio section. So now I have mostly music from the trailer. It's all dramatic. And then we have a nice little like fun music break on the last half. That's all poppy and fun. So now let's bring in all of our animated footage, and I'm gonna use some shots from the original, mixing it with Artlist AI footage, and we'll see what happens. Let's take our footage that we've animated, drag that into our string out sequence, pancake method. We're gonna start it much like the original, but this is a parody trailer, so we'll see what happens. All right, so now we have to find some sandwich shots to see what that might be.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah.
If I'm going from a real shot to an AI shot, sometimes I like to overlay the AI shot, put it on 50%, and then just shift it frame by frame until I find that match.
But first, a dance break.
All right, the last step is to put some film grain over the whole thing to make it a little bit more cohesive. If you head to Artlist Tools, you can download professional plugins. Go ahead and hit install now. And one of the plugins is Artlist Film Grain. So let's add that. Let's use 35 millimeter. You can randomize the seed, and I'm gonna use it at about 30% feels better. Okay, we finished it. Are you ready to watch the trailer? Let's roll it.
In a world where justice falls second to sandwiches,
Superman. Are you being serious right now?
Yeah.
his cravings could cost everything.
Recently, you've come under a lot of fire for what some
it's
might.
a lot of
it's
fire,
it's a lot. Today, the Secretary of Defense said he was going to look into your actions. That's funny.
My actions? I stopped a war.
His fortress is gone. His dog, a better hero. And lunch might just destroy the world. But first, a dance break.
Superman.
Oh, and he hates kittens.
So that's how I made Superman ridiculous using Artlist. Remember, this is a parody. This is just for fun. Be really careful with copyrighted content and IPs such as this. But if you want to make your own parody, or if you just want some weird music, sound effects, transition, anything, just for your weird ideas, check out all the Artlist tools that I used in the description. If this video has been helpful for you, please make sure to like and subscribe, and let us know in the comments what you want to see next, and go make something dumb in a smart way.